So I've been getting into some Sauconys lately. Grid 9000s are my favorite. Materials I'm finding on a lot of the pack releases are just phenomenal. This one is covered in pig suede, super plush, including the toe boxes, and then it's got 3M inserts like here, as well as the back heel here. That's black stripe is 3M, and yeah, they're amazing. They're crazy comfortable, and kind of already given away what I was doing here. But besides a shoe review, I got these are actually my first pair of Sauconys, and the white upper half of the midsole from in this section here, put them on my lap, from here to here, always looked a little too white to me. You already got a lot of colors going on with the charcoal, the kind of berry color, and then you got the kind of Columbia or powder blue inserts and the striping. And the white's okay in small sections like this, but I just kind of wanted to get these a little bit darkened and get the shoe to blend a little bit better. So I started to remove some of the white just with alcohol, and that's why you see it kind of broken up there. And then ended up painting one section of just the dot on the instep of the other shoe. And it looks really shiny, more than I care for. Got the paint to match pretty close. I think that one I had a black base and then put charcoal over the top, which I just matched myself. But it did look a little odd to me that way with just the dot. It's like a wart, I guess. I've never known what to call that section, but just that painted does look a little funny. And so in starting to paint, I realized that this foam right here is unpainted, whereas the white section is actually painted. And so kind of put two and two together, decided, hey, let's try to strip this off. And sure enough, that's exactly what I did. Stripped it down, and it revealed gray foam. It's ever so slightly lighter than this section back here that seems to have some kind of a really mild finish to it. So I went ahead and took my color match charcoal and painted over the top of that. Now in stripping the paint, a little bit of it got on the suede, so I still got to brush that out and try to get that looking normal again. So it is a little rough looking at right now, and kind of learned a little lesson to leave the top edge alone when you're doing this job. So there's what it looks like basically as an almost finished product on the outer side. I'll probably do it to the instep too, not just the lateral side, but it to me is a big improvement. Having just the little white hits, here and here, kind of inserted around the charcoal, definitely makes it look a lot cleaner. And then just to kind of show where I'm at in the process on the opposite shoe on the lateral side. So this is basically stripped here. Let me get my camera right. And this section's been stripped down, and then of course, like I said, I kind of left the edges alone. You can tell the suede didn't really get affected nearly as much. Just used lacquer thinner. It was definitely an easy way to go. I tried a non-acetone remover for like a 99-cent fingernail remover my wife had, and it was a really painstakingly slow process to do this other shoe. So decided to try something else. And then just to show what the paint ends up looking like, here's the charcoal I mixed. You can tell it's just a little not quite black. And the nice thing too about painting over the foam as opposed to painting the over the white is it doesn't come out nearly as shiny. And so you can kind of see going on, it's pretty much an exact match to the foam. It just doesn't have that, it just is a little shinier than the dull foam. So it gives it a much closer appearance to the back half of the shoe, and gets me closer to what I envisioned for the shoes to look like, and just have a little bit more of a muted appearance. I feel like all that white kind of clashes with such a loud upper, and it's nice, and the gray hits are what really make the shoe balanced to me. And it's a little artistic vision, if you will, to get it corrected the way I see fit and make them my own. And nobody else likes them. I don't really care. They're on my feet, and it's a freaking ridiculously high quality shoe. And I picked these up for less than retail, which is nice. So because they're selling well over 100 at the moment. Most pairs I'm seeing are about 120 and up. I might get the blue joints. These are from the 3 Dots pack. Hence the 3 dots being highlighted and a little larger than some of the other releases. Usually the dots tend to be a tiny bit smaller than that, like the injection pack release, which I have a brown pair of those. So anyway, without boring you watching paint dry, that's kind of the process, and I gotta focus anyway and not hold a camera up while I'm doing it. But yeah, so that's the process, and hopefully I'll get a great finishing result once everything's painted up, just to get that. And I'll probably only do 1 coat, just make sure it looks a little bit closer to the matching back here and not be too glossy. And I'm afraid that if I go more than 1 coat, that it will get that really glossy appearance that Angelus has, and I don't have any duller, and then I'd have to be mixing duller in with custom paint, so it's nicer just to avoid it altogether. So anyway, this is the berry and charcoal Saucony 3 dots release with the bungee cord laces, the lace locks here, and these are basically designed to make this shoe slip on. I'll probably throw some rope laces or something that matches the shoe a little better soon. Just more for looks than anything. These are really comfortable this way, but it is a little it's just they're so skinny. I don't really care for the look that much, but yeah, it's a great quality release. Oh, 3M is also here underneath the Saucony logo on the side, and there's a lot of them where it doesn't say Saucony here, so it's kind of cool to have that double logo between the tongue pull tab and the side tab there. Alrighty, thanks for checking it out. Hopefully this might give you some tips when you're looking at doing a repaint. Sometimes it's better to strip first and get down to something you might actually like what you see right there in front of you, and not hardly have to do anything to it, like what I found here. So it might give you some ideas for the future. Take that Lance Mountain approach, if you will, to reveal something underneath the first coat and take it from there. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for your time, and keep it positive. Wear your kicks.